Howdy folks, it is Diecastbuffet here again. Today we have a very cool looking paint scheme here. And for the first time in over a decade, we have a Wheaties cereal diecast. Dude, I miss cereal diecast, bro. And this one is freaking awesome. So it's the Bubba Wallace Wheaties number 23 car. Look at the roof numbers, guys. It has a gold leaf trim to it. Oh my goodness, this is awesome, guys. So without further ado, let's go and get it out of the box. Alrighty, folks, right out of the good old box. And here we go. Out of the box, cereal box, yeah. So anyways, this is so cool to see a Wheaties paint scheme in 2022. Oh my goodness. Look, as a huge cereal fan myself, it is really cool to see another diecast sponsored of it. I wish we can get Kellogg's or General Mills back into sport. I freaking love the cereal sponsors. But this video is brought to you by our friends at Circle B Diecast. You could save on shipping with the promo code down below. Use code Diecastbuffet for any orders $30 or more, and you'll save on shipping, guys. Make sure to check that out. But, moving forward with the video. So you got Wheaties, you got the Breakfast of Champions of the 100th anniversary, I believe that is right there. You got Wallace right there in the front window. It is pretty interesting. He's driving the 45 car, and this is the 23 car. So it makes me wonder, besides the Kansas win, are they going to make any of his other 45 paint schemes? Because that would be very interesting to see two different numbers for the same driver in the same series. So you got number 23, get Sunoco, got Camry, got the 2311 number there. Go to the left side of the car. Now, the paint scheme pattern really isn't much. Let's just be honest, it's a orange race car. But what really makes this car stand out to me is those gold foil style numbers. And you can just kind of see it shimmer around the 23 here. It is so cool, man. I mean, it really is. You get the 100 Years of Champions. You got Wheaties. Let's see what else you got here. You got McDonald's, Dr. Pepper. You got Lidios. I think that's how you pronounce it. DoorDash Route in Colombia. You got Toyota, Mobile One. Looks like Money Lion. Mac Tools 2311. And you got Bubba Wallace. You got the Goodyear decal. That one's a little bit screwed up. Cup Series. Get your Toyota side skirt trim, which is always nice. Go to the back bumper of this car. 100th anniversary. Toyota, Wheaties, Camry. The whole back bumper decal is a little bit wonky, jaw. That's quite noticeable. TRD 23. Let's go to the right side of the diecast. This is such a cool looking paint scheme. Just look how bright and beautiful. I don't even know the real car had the gold trim numbers, because that's the beauty about diecast reviews, guys, is that whenever you see the diecast renders for this, you just see this. You don't see any shine or shimmer on this. However, once you get it in the studio and you actually can see this car in hand, you get that beautiful gold etching. That is so cool. Unfortunately, the E on the Wheaties, someone took a bite out of it, pun intended. But yeah, let's go to the roof of the diecast here. And no pattern on the roof. It's just, you know, a bright orange car. And truth be told, orange is one of my favorite colors to have on a stock car. Definitely gives me a little bit of a Home Depot Tony Stewart vibes, if you will. So you got the 23 right there on the roof, and you got Wheaties and Wheaties again. So you have like one logo that's smaller than the other because the number's there. I don't know why they couldn't just put the whole Wheaties logo there and just live with it, but I don't know. It just looks really wonky, Joel, to me. Especially since there's nothing on the deck lid. I don't know what it is, but they're like, the deck lid sponsors are disappearing. Get Wallace right there in the back window. You know, technically, if he really wanted to, since he's driving the 45 car partially in 2022, you could swap out the windows of this or put a banner on it and, you know, put Ty Gibbs. And hey, how cool would that be? You can have, you know, Ty Gibbs in the 23 car and have Bubba in the 45 car. You could do whatever you want. 2311 Racing is kind of a mixed bag of Skittles when it comes to driver lineups. So you kind of get to do whatever you want with that. But regardless, man, this is one of the cool paint schemes of the season. Is it the best Bubba Wallace diecast this year? I don't think so. My favorite one easily is the DoorDash paint scheme. And I'm telling you, man, every single time I look at that car, there's one paint scheme I think of. 2003 Kurt Busch Rubbermaid Sharpie Primary. I don't know why, but it's so symmetrical with like the white on the front, the red, and the side panels. I mean, it's just, it's a splitting image of it in my mind. It's like the modern, sharper version of the 03 paint scheme. and it's really cool that that they're actually the diecast is getting made. I don't know if it's out right now in the 164 ARC. It might be out in the metal chassis, because we've seen some from our friends at Circle B that have been air freighted out, which is really cool, because that helps. You know, hey, if you're not able to go to the racetrack, you can get those cars shipped to you, and not have to worry about going to the racetrack and traveling hours and hours. Like if you're like me, it's 7 hours between me and Texas Motor Speedway, so it's like, hey, it's a lot more advantageous if you really want to get a diecast. Just go ahead and get the metal chassis version, and you get it early. I do wish the box would have been much more vibrant. I mean, this would have been the perfect opportunity to do a serial box design. You know, they could have done something really cool with it. It's like with the FedEx Denny Hamlin car. They could have done like a FedEx packaging for it. You know, they could have been like, it could have been from Joe Gibbs Racing to Victory Lane, signed Denny Hamlin. Like, they could have done something really creative with the package for that. You know what I'm saying? And they didn't do nothing with it, which I think is a big L. But yeah, this would have been a really cool diecast. Maybe have Bubba Wallace in the Wheaties font, and then they could have Bubba Wallace on the side, maybe MJ or the 23. They could have done something with this, you know, to kind of commemorative box design for the 100th anniversary of Wheaties. I don't know. Look, to me, presentation's a big deal when it comes to diecast boxes, and especially when you look at the Nextel Sprint Cup days and just how beautiful and vibrant and unique the box designs were. I really wish we can get back to those days. But the truth of the matter is, guys, is that it's either they sacrifice the quality of the box designs or they sacrifice the quality of the diecast. And truth be told, I think we could all mutually agree that we'd rather see the boxes have less quality or detail than them cheap out on the diecast itself. And that's just the unfortunate reality of you know, the logistics when it comes to things nowadays with the economy and the inflation. You kind of have to, you know, pick your poison, so to speak. But regardless, guys, this is an awesome diecast. I'm so glad they made it. This would have been, I was like almost sure bet that this car was not going to get made, because it's too cool of a paint scheme for them to make it. But that's all for now, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. If you can, please give the video a huge thumbs up, like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll end the video on this. What is your favorite cereal? I'm curious to know. Have a great one, everybody. Diecast Buffet, signing off.